on YouTube for a while because we were still grieving for Jonghyun, and she was sick at the same time, and we had work and other problems.
And holidays.
Yeah, and the holidays. We didn't want to do anything for holidays.
So we took a break for the holidays.
Yeah.
Like, I think everybody on YouTube did.
I think everybody did. We did too. Well, we posted stuff, but that was all before Jonghyun.
Recorded before.
So we just wanted to post it, but we weren't active.
Yeah.
So we really appreciate you guys for your understanding.
And staying around. Yeah.
So to start off the New Year's, we're going to tell you guys our top 17 songs of 2017.
Woo!
We did 17 because it's
17.
So we did
but
17.
I like this better because it keeps growing every year.
Yeah, it keeps growing, so it's like, might as well keep doing this.
It's funny. Because, like, I have, like, when we were making our list, we were like, oh my god, so many good stuff came out this year.
So many songs that came out.
It was so good. Like, albums. We picked from albums, videos, like, singles, and, like, we didn't give ourselves limits, and there's just so much content to choose from, so this doesn't even reflect a portion of, like, the good songs that came out this year. Like, oh my gosh, it was so heart-wrenching to choose these songs.
It was very hard. It was very hard.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, we came down to the songs that we listened to the most, like our most replayed on our phones, our computers, and our headphones.
Like everywhere, like everywhere that's on.
Or, you know, in general, what we would just say, how we would joke or something like that.
Yeah.
Just the songs that, you know, were mostly used and mostly listened by us.
Yeah. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Are we going to go from 17 up?
Who wants to go first?
Rock, paper, scissors,
Okay,
shoot.
fine.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. You go first.
Okay, fine. My 17th song on the list is... AOA, Excuse Me. I really like that song. I feel like it's different from what they've done. It's like more jazzy, more cutesy than like their like their sexual song. Well, like it's not really sexual, but it's like
sexy.
Yeah, it's not sexy. I mean, like the dance in the MV has sexy in it, but it just felt different.
It was a different direction.
It was a different
direction.
It was really good, and it's just more. It was really upbeat, and as soon as I heard it, I put it straight into my playlist. I really did.
My 17th song was Lovely's Twinkle. I just love how cutesy it is, and it's not annoying cutesy. It actually kind of reminds me of like some Vocaloid songs, but less annoying sometimes. Because with Vocaloid, it kind of sounds like Alvin the Chipmunk sometimes, and I love it, don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't have that like kind of realistic sound that I think Lovely's has.
So my 16th song is Now that is a total different song than usual girl group songs.
Oh yeah.
It's like edgy and rock, but pop at the same time, and it's like the MV was just so dark. It was dark. And I really liked it.
It was dark, and there was a lot of dark concepts this year. There was a lot of Halloween, a lot of dark.
It's just so different. Oh my god, this song is so amazing.
Appreciate Dreamcatcher.
Appreciate
them. Appreciate them. My 16th song is
살며시 whisper to me, girl, whisper to me. 조용해 거위 험한 이 느낌 넌 날.
It was just so good, and I just loved it artistically, you know? Because, like, it had that red and that blue, and it blended so well, and then Leo and Robbie, they killed me, my two voice workers. I love those voices together. You don't really see it, really.
You don't really see it much.
But it works so well.
It worked. Like,
It's, like, totally different, but totally works, you know? It's so weird, kind of like the video itself.
my 15th song is
부신 태양과 시원한 바람 모든 게 널 향해 빛나고 타오른 서강빛 너와 나 단둘.
That's my my favorite song in that album. It's like different. It's like mellowy yet upbeat, and the song just sounds really good. It's like one of those songs where you want to listen to at the beach / the sea. You're on the boat. That's like one of those songs. And like when I first Golden Child just like came out.
They came out as a year. They were a cutesy group that came out, that debuted.
Also, they're in the same company as FNS.
And
obviously, I'm gonna love them. I'm gonna love them.
My 15th song was
Yeah 별빛이 가득한 하늘 거리에 네온 쌓이는 사랑의 신호 온 세상이 우리 위해서 party up yeah.
Oh
really good.
My
That
gosh.
was so cute.
This was such a good song. Like it was on repeat for me. Like I think I listened to it 5 times in a row once. Yeah, that's a lot. I just really always come back to this song whenever, you know, like I want to feel, you know, happy, or I want to like feel a little like upbeat. And I just really kind of got into like, you know, the old groups, you know, with our 90s kind of like series that we have. I kind of just went back and I really like the old stuff. I really do.
My 14th song is
I think we got something special 너도 알잖아 우리였어 We got something special 너와 나
it's like the same reason with her. It's like it's still them, but it's still like modern today, but it's still them at the same time. That's why I really like it. And it's so cute. It's just really cute.
Oh my gosh. My 14th song was
좋아합니다
Day6 came hard this year. They had so many good songs. It was so hard to choose.
Oh, like, there was a lot of Day6 this year.
It's so hard to choose because I Like You just hit me, you know. It like that vocals that are in there, like it wasn't like chill and rock. It was just like this ballad. It was just like I like you, this declaration of like, you know, feeling, and I really really like that. Appreciate Day6. Appreciate them.
My 13th song of 2017 is S.E.S. It's like the same reason with Seski's, but it's like and like again like with like it's the same reason with Sesky. Like they still had the modern today theme, but they still had them in it. It's just really good. I wish they could come out more. Same thing.
My 13th song is
We are these baby We are these baby We are
Now Zico came hard for this year. I really liked his like little television album. It was really cute. I almost chose She's My Baby because when that came out, it was so cute. It was so unlike Zico.
It was very cute.
But then he dropped these 2 videos in our laps, Artist and Ant.
It was like a complete.
And it was so conflicting to choose between the 2, which I think is kind of what he wanted. Just be low-key. What do you want? I had Nicole help me out with this one because it's like, Katie, what do you say all the time whenever we say artist? I always burst out, you are
She
artist,
really does.
baby.
She really
You are.
does.
Like artist is just upbeat and happy and honestly, you know, we artists and I'm an artist and that's kind of how I feel. So
my 12th song is
동네 불날 때까지 박수 짝짝짝짝 이때다 싶으면 쳐 박수 짝짝짝짝
the reason why I did clap. I mean, because it felt like rock. It was like rock, like old-ish, like 90s rock. And like the guitar just killed it for me. It was really good. And like the chorus was so great. And like cha 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 cha. Like,
Oh
you
my God,
don't
it was
see,
so
you
good.
don't see that often.
That's
You
why
don't see it
17
often.
is so good. I mean, like, and the video was just,
Oh, the video.
oh my God, it was
good.
perfect.
The video
It was, like,
so
perfect.
good.
like,
More, it was like the MV was so good, and the song like it like fit so well with the song, and like that's why I had to put it on my list because of the song and the MV just matched so.
So, my 12th song is
완벽히하는 모든 middle fingers up 검지검지하게 새끼 접어 준비세워 All in go, don't let go, no let go now
the reason being is this is his, the intro to his album Konjijan, and it's the album was really catchy. It was really short. I will say short, GD, but it was really interesting. It was on a USB drive instead of that, and I couldn't get my hands on it because it was so exciting. It was a really good song. Like, it kind of was an homage to his old stuff. And Middle Fingers Up, it's just so catchy, and it's just so, like, whenever somebody gets you down, you just put on that song, and you're like, middle fingers up, and you're just like, yeah. It's like, you feel badass by just listening to it.
My 11th song of 2017 is
Bling bling 완전 멋져 Bling bling 눈이 부셔 이제 다 돼 Bling bling
that was like my peak of the summer.
Yeah,
was
it really
like-
was.
We first saw the MV, like our first reaction, I was like, oh. Snap. It was so catchy.
Yeah.
And it gave me anthem vibe.
Yeah.
It really did. It gave me anthem vibe.
She does it like I do artists. She does that. She just brings up and she's like bling bling.
Pretty much,
She does that all the time.
Like, it felt icon. It really did.
It was so icon.
It,
It was
icon.
so
it really
them.
did.
Oh my gosh.
And I wish YG can promote them more.
Please. Okay, moving on. My number 11th song is.
Told myself that I'll be okay无所谓每天擦干眼泪而只剩下自己面对
Originally, when Jackson came out with stuff, I was like, okay, another rapper coming out with stuff. We all get into like rap mom vibes. But it wasn't, okay? And then like I looked up and I did research, and he actually reacted to his video with one of his friends.
He did!
And
Oh,
it was so funny. I forgot his
name.
name. I watched the reaction, and he's like, every single thing in there is like, represents something about things. And I went back to the video, and I was like, it kind of spoke to me. Like, I really love that artisticness of it. And you wouldn't have thought that. Like, it's not blatantly artistic. It's just a good video. But then you go back, and it makes sense. And overall, it was just really great stuff. Like, Jackson came really, really hard with Papillon and OK. And they were both really great songs. But OK just pushed it a little bit more for me.
My top 10 of 2017 is
Calm down, let's stop, calm down
it was them, but it wasn't like they tried something new. It was more like techno robotic, but yet like hardcore hip hop, and it was like the way Johan says stop, calm down, just stop, calm down, like that. I was like, holy snap. And how Kihyun just like sings the chorus, I'm like, damn boy. I'm like, damn. Just that song, it fit. It was Monster X. It was like a typical Monster X song, and I really liked it. It was one of my favorites from the Beautiful album. Yeah, part 2, 2.5.
My top 10 song is. Oh my gosh. Okay, I was really scared when Beast became highlight because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work.
I was scared too.
I was scared, and then like they had this cute concept, and I was like, what? Because I was a really big Beast fan, and I wanted to have that too, but with Can Be Better, they kind of showed that they can be better than that first time when they had the highlight, and the video was just so fun and so amazing, and the song was just like, it's on my upbeat playlist, that, you know, like when I'm feeling like, you know, happy or I'm out with Nicole, like it's kind of like that's how I feel.
So we both have the same number 9s because it was a coincidence. It really was a coincidence.
Yeah, like we didn't even share our list until like 5 seconds before we came in.
Yeah,
so,
we were like, holy crap. So our top 9 songs is... we have the same reason why we like
I think we do too. So our kings came back. Like this is unheard of. Like the kings of K-pop coming back into this, and after all of the crap that's happened to Super Junior, because there's a lot.
They went through so much last year,
and yet they still want to be here for us. The fans, so they're saying, give us one more chance, and I'm just like, I'll give you a lot of chances, hon. And like we cried.
I read the lyrics too, and it was like it kind of like it's like how you read the lyrics. It's your interpretation, like how you think of what it is. Like how we think, it's like they're asking for one more chance in the community. They're asking for one more chance after all the crap that they went through last year. They're asking for one. Like it's like, please give us one more chance in the community. We'll make sure, we will try to make you guys as happy as you can, and if we see you happy.
Serious song, serious message that they wanted to give to us, and you know, we got it. And I think everybody got it.
So my 8th song of 2017 is BTS Mic Drop. Was like it was the old BTS.
Oh my god, the old BTS!
Older. I mean, I like, don't get me wrong, I like the original Mic Drop, but the remix was like, it felt more than
it
that.
had an oomph.
It had a little oomph
to
so
it.
Steve Aoki, great job, buddy.
Great job! Holy crap!
Great
you
job
killed
with
us. We were oh man,
Great
we
job with
that
Rat
Rat Mom solo.
That,
you know,
it, like, players gonna like haters
Haters
gonna hate, players gonna play.
That is
I'm like,
so
holy
them.
shit. I'm like, holy
Oh, shit.
They brought,
Yeah,
and I
they
read
did.
the lyrics too. I'm like, whoa.
I was
blown.
like, yeah.
BTS, calm down now.
My number 8 is.
Get the best of me. 끝이 본 적 없지만 그게 있다면 너지 않을까. 다정한 파도고 싶었지만 네가 바다인 것만 몰랐을까.
So BTS is kind of has our number 8th place, and that's because I mean they were so good. Like Love Yourself was such a good album. Like Nicole got it for me for Christmas.
I did.
It was
I did.
it was such a well put together album, and I was to me totally it didn't because it was that kind of that ballady, kind of that like Beautiful Moments part 1 and 2 kind of songs of like Dead Leaves and all that kind of thing all come together in one, and I just listen to it and I just hear their voices and I'm just like, it's just like instantly it kind of gives me that BTS vibe, and that's like they're speaking right to the audience with Love Yourself is how I feel when I like listen to the stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. My 7th song of 2017 is
거짓말처럼 서로 녹아들어 all night all night holiday holiday
I had to put those two together. Like I really did. I had to put those two together. Like, how can you not? Like one, like they're the same. Like they're like the same but different. Those two are like, in a way, they're both saying, they're talking about how long they've been together. It's like, here's my 10th year song. Here we go. In like 2 different ways. They explain it in 2 different ways. I love it. Like Holiday was like more hypey, yet All Night was like, we'll stay together all night. Like, and Holiday was kind of more, for me, it was like, we'll celebrate holidays together. And All Night, like, we're going to be here all day and all night together.
Another group that's telling their audience directly that they want to create content for them and they want to be together. I love that. I think that's beautiful. My number 7 song is
우리 현실이란 가마솥 그란 너 삼한 고통이야 내가 할 수 있는 것만 절대 불어나는 너내 게임에 wake me hate 목표까지 lane you ain't like you my son
Now, BAP, oh my god, so I was having a hard time between choosing this one and Hands Up because they're both very BAP, but the reason I chose Wake Me Up is because of the message in Wake Me Up, and I felt that message, and I actually struggled with kind of things this year, and I feel that Wake Me Up, I put it on, it was in my, like, kind of sad, on a playlist that kind of helped me, kind of like wake me up, I guess. Yeah, it was always on our mind, it was always throughout the whole year, it was always something. Also, it was our very first reaction.
It was our
very first reaction on our channel, so of course this has some kind of specialness for us. So.
Yeah. My sixth song of 2017 is that song had to go up somewhere on my list. It had to be somewhere. Missing You spoke to me more.
She cried.
I cried. I broke down. Like, I couldn't even speak for, like, what, a minute?
Yeah.
Like, a minute. And, like, it was, if beats of, like, Missing You just felt more them. It was ballady, but more, it had a little pop. And it was a typical B2B song. Like, they do so well with ballads. They really do. It gave me, like, It's Okay and Way Back Home and Remember That vibe. It was just so beautiful. And everybody, and the raps were good. The vocals were, like, amazing. And Peniel had longer lines. If you guys didn't know, Peniel's my bias in B2B.
My number 6 song was
어떤 표현도 어떤 문장도 너를 모두 담아낼 순 없겠지.
Now, Taemin came for me this year. He came for me so hard this year.
He came for everyone.
Oh my god! And his comebacks this year were like everyone was better than the last. But the reason why I chose Move is because Move just was so different. Like it was different, but it was also him at the same time. Like everything was him. Like Taemin, there was nothing that was just like completely like that doesn't sound like Taemin. But this one was just a different like the video was so different than what you really. It was kind of like a post-apocalyptic kind of thing going on with the streets, and his hair was different, and his nipple. That was our joke for the entire year because I just love the way it sounds. I mean, his whole entire album is good, and I could listen to it over and over again. But if you could tell me which one to pick, it'd be Move.
Okay. My 5th song of 2017 is
조금 더 가까이 들려줘요 딩동댕 마음속 깊이 숨겨진 보물상자 울리는 그 소리 끝에 있을 물음표
that like went straight to my top 5 2017. It was so cute and so beautiful. It was like the same, similar,
What I said?
yeah, explanation, what she said, reasoning. And it was just like, it just felt, it was Christmassy. It was Christmassy.
And talk about the dance,
The dance
process
was
of learning the dance.
so cute. Dance was really cute to learn.
It was, I mean, like, I think G-Friend too, but I love that dance.
But I like the song, which is so beautiful. It was like, I started listening to it a lot after it came out. Like, it was like more upbeat, yet like more Christmassy, more like soothing in a way, like soothing, mellowy.
But then also poppy.
It was really, it was
It's
really
still poppy.
It was really
like, it still had upbeatness to it. Like, it's a memorable song.
Mhm.
Really is. My top 5 song is
Never gonna let you go 다시 너를 떠나지 않아 걱정하지 마 baby you are mine.
This song came on my Pandora all the time. I switched between EXO, BAP, and BTS. And all 3 of them, it came up on all 3 of those stations. And it constantly, and it was in my head constantly going through school and constantly, like, in class I'd be like, never ever, never ever, and people would be like, what? And I'd be like, nothing. And I would just go back to studying. Like, it was just a constant in my head throughout all of 2017, and it was just a really well done song, and really catchy.
Okay. So, my number 4 of my 2017 songs is
저 멀리 저 멀리 날아가 난 너 멀리 더 멀리 다른 세상 무거운 이성의 끈이 끊어져 이제 정답을 보아 하하하하
I like the original and I like the remix, but I'm going for more for the remix because it felt more darker. And like if you watch their performance for the remix, it was really dark. It had like if you watch it, it's like they did like a vampire version.
Ooh.
And like it fit so well. It fit like if you're watching the vampire movie, it fit with it. It was so good. Oh! The way Kyla like raps and sings in the song, it made me love that song because of Kyla's voice. And I miss Kyla. I'm just letting you guys know I miss Kyla because she's really good. And Princeton just like they hit me since they debuted. Oh my!
For sure. They're definitely they keep like every time we review them, like they keep coming in my head. Like yeah. My number 4 song is
울고 싶지 않아 울고 싶지 않아
this song came out in the beginning of the year, and I put it on all the damn time. And I put the video on and the song. Like, it was a constant replay for me. And I just remember this move, like, the dancing was just so good. And, like, every single time when they would go down on their knees and they would do this, my heart would, like, just drop. Like, this was the first time, I've been a 17 fan pretty much since they debuted. And this is the first song that actually felt K-pop-y. Because they were kind of this kind of J-pop kind of, like, people had, like, criticized that they weren't really K-pop. This video was more, it was, like, the first one that they actually looked like K-pop stars. A lot of people got on the 17 bandwagon after this song. And because of this song, it was so good. The songs, their voices meshed really well together. Like, and if you were a fan of 17 before this video, like, the little subtle jokes and the shout outs to the fans that knew what they were doing, it was just so good, and it just shook me to my core. So yeah.
My number 3 song of 2017 is It was like a goodbye song to. It was like their goodbye song to the K-pop world, and it's like they're saying like they're lonely, but at the same time they have the rest of the sisters, and it's also saying like guys, don't be lonely. Like we're always still gonna be here, no matter just because we're not a group doesn't mean we're still not gonna be around. It's kind of like the message that they were kind of saying, like how I feel like the message was. And like this, it was in a way, it was a different summer song than what they usually have. It wasn't like their upbeat, like it wasn't like touch my body or shake it or like that. It was more like low, like little like key, like sad, like saying like a good. It was like more like a goodbye song. And it made me cry. I cried. They were like one of my favorite girl groups, and it's like them leaving and made me like say, holy crap, they're actually gone.
My number 3 song of 2017 was I put this song on like all the damn time. It is like my anthem. I play it. It really, really has become like something that like I identify with. Like it's almost raw art form that I love. And it's really truthful and honest, and like I became such a big fan of Epic High this year. Like I was not ever expecting that, but I did, because like I just love like their messages in their song. And Lost One, I think something that we all can really like identify with. I really love it, and again like I definitely feel like a lost one. So.
My number 2 song of 2017 is it was like a similar reason why she likes it, because of the meaning that they had behind the lyrics and the MV. It was just really good, and it did feel like BAP.
Yeah,
it really
did.
It really did.
Yeah.
And also explained like their problems that they went through, and because of what happened with Jungkook before Wake Me Up, it felt like it was like his way of telling people, hey, this is what I'm feeling. Like I hope, like, I want to share how I feel with you guys, and maybe we have something similar, and we can help each other out. It's kind of like that. BAP is like one of our favorite groups.
Yeah, totally.
It's like it's like in our top 5s.
Yeah.
And it's like my number 1.
Your number 1. So
it's my number 1. And the song is just really special. Like, it's really special to me.
My number 2 song was Bobby's whole album is really, really good, and I recommend, if you haven't checked it out already, go check it out, because it is really, really good. He has a lot of ranges from, like, really good songs, like, really cute songs and things like that, to, like, really serious songs. Runaway, I was expecting to, I know Bobby, he's my bias, right? I was expecting this dark, kind of, like, you know, what you would expect from a rap video, kind of like what I said with Jackson, like, I expected, you know, what it was. But it wasn't what I was expecting at all. Like, this song was really great. The video was fantastic. It made me cry. It makes me want to, like, meet Bobby and hug the crap out of him. It definitely made, this song was definitely special to me, and it definitely made me a bigger fan of Bobby and Icon, so.
Now we're down to number 1! So, my number 1 song in 2017 is
우리 다시 만나는 그날까지 안녕 안녕 우리 다시 만나는 먼 그날까지 안녕.
song. It's like that beats every single song in 2017 to me. Even though it came out January of 2017, it beat every single song that came out to me. Because it was just so meaningful. It to me, it's like the same reasoning as 2000 of 6 Stars Lonely, but it was like the song was more for Minzy leaving, and because they disbanded, they let that out. It's like, in the way, it's also like a goodbye to the fans as well, and it was just honestly, it was just really sad at how 21 disbanded.
I bought the song on, like, as soon as I heard the song.
But been on my repeat ever since. Like, the entire year's been on my repeat. And I don't think it'll change. It's a really special song to me.
To finish us off, my number 1 song of 2017 was
이제 누구라도 좋아 세상에 지친 나 누가 좀 제발 안아줘.
when I was in my darkest hour, this song came up. And this song came up on my playlist. And Jonghyun's, like, voice when he just does this, like, he just does this, ha, and he does this, like, amazing note. Like, it just woke me up inside. Like, it just helped me. It just made me feel like I want to be alive. Like, I want to, you know, continue. And it's so sad what happened to him. It's just so... Jonghyun has helped so many people with his music, and just because with his death, it will not stop that. And he will continue to make people happy and bring them back from the brink of whatever the heck they're dealing with. So thank you, Jonghyun, and thank you. Thank you. Yeah, come on. What I really like about both of our lists is that we really represented the really bad, like the really great songs of this year. Like, yeah, we had a few that were the same, but, like, we still represented, like, the amazing work of 2017 together. Like, I know, like, I looked at my list and I'm like, I don't have girl groups. What? No. And she's probably like, I have no boy groups. Like, I have mostly girl groups. So, we represented a lot of the good music that came out this year. And of course, this is only the 17 good songs of this year. There were a lot of good songs that came out this year. These are just the ones that we thought, in our opinion, were our best songs of 2017. So going into 2018, we need each other, and we're here, and we're gonna become a closer knit community. And all of the bad stuff that has happened in the past with, I think, hopefully should die with 2017, and we should all be a closer knit, happier community together.
So we're going to end this video here. So thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoy this. Like and share this video and subscribe to us because we come with different content every video. So it's Nicole.
This is Katie.
We see you guys next time.
Bye.